Guys, it's Sarah again. Welcome back to part 2. I apologize that it's kind of cut out. So where we left off was looking into the psychic oracle from this week. I looked at is from July 29th until August 5th. It'll be the guidance here. So spiritual union came out at the bottom and right over top of the male female. So in this and where here's a contrast as well, where their backs are turned, but then they're facing each other. So this could even be with whatever's going on in your romance life, or not just romance, your relationships, anyone that you may have a spiritual connection with, your soul tribe, could be family. We'll dig a little deeper into this for anybody interested. But this is some of the karma that you've been clearing, but along the same line here with the music and answered prayer from the angels. So I'm going to say you just have faith in this process as you're working through the karmic lessons that need to come through. And and Saint Germain coming in here, like, we are releasing this, and it's right under the male female as well. So as we're releasing any karmic attachments or blocks, we are getting ourselves closer to spiritual union, balancing out our own masculine feminine aspects. And while the bottom of the deck, funny enough, as that fell, it was destiny. So for some of you, this is destined. You're on a destined path. So Spirit, I'm going to ask for one card again for the food and hunger karma that we're releasing, and this goes under Lady Venus. So accelerated motion, looking at that star, again seeing the wish, getting the downloads and understanding, so really understanding why this was meant to play into your life and where you can bring this into, maybe to help people in the bigger world around you, in the broader world. This is also going to be healing our root chakras, healing our feelings of being grounded, our knowingness, our life force. Some of us could be experiencing some financial and material changes, having choices to make. This could also be different directions that we're being pulled in, our heart, our passion, our connections, our intuition, and each color bringing something very different. And potentially too, there could be emotional loss here in spirals, and this is generally the 5 of Cups, but for me this is also maybe as we're food and hunger is a real life force issue. When we're hungry, when we need to eat, we're not always the nicest people to be around either. So get some eat in accelerated motion if you need to. But this also is in terms of if we have associated food and hunger with an emotional feeling, it's time to really release that and find out what that is and move forward. And you may be getting this through this downloads and understandings, especially over all the shifts that have been going on astrologically. I'm going to leave there. Okay, so Spirit, I'm also going to ask for something for Orphan and Supreme Protection with Green Tara. Thank you. So the fulfillment of wishes granted, abundance, new life starting, the treasure trove here, and choosing wisely. So I feel like we can choose to feel abandoned, or we can choose to feel protected. And these two particular ones are also about the heart space. So if you have been feeling any kind of emotional loss, all 3 of these cards are sure heart space. Feeling, our spirals, right, our patterns, and allowing our heart to wake up. Letting go of the stuff in here that isn't helping us. It's just hindering us. So choose wisely in your energies and even in your choices of how you choose to feel when we have things come up and bubble up and no, we don't want to deal with them. Well, choose wisely, because if we do, right, we get the fulfillment that we've been looking for. And the last one here, I'm going to ask for clarification on Saint Germain and releasing karma with the male and female. So solar plexus jumped out first. This is our own inner knowing, our own inner sun, and the vibrancy and the light that we're going to radiate, and really feeling, your belly button, really feeling balanced within your own knowing and your own self, and being able to stand up and, keep our composure, being in all of this when we're releasing karma and we're working through energies within ourselves and balancing out the yin and yang within ourselves. We definitely are working on that path to this authentic self, the solar plexus chakra. And trapped in fear is here. Releasing karma sounds so scary, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. You could write this down, journal. Just finally, sometimes this means like changing our view on things, seeing things in a little bit differently. This is going to be driving us, but maybe we're destined to see things a different way. Maybe seeing why our experiences. And I apologize if this is all messed up, but it's not going to fix. So I'm going to leave it to how it's been. What's back there? Hi. Okay. So, trapped in fear. Maybe some of us have been really afraid to allow ourselves to show this authentic self for fear of being orphaned, right? For fear of being abandoned, for fear of maybe our needs not being met. Maybe there's, I would like memories of love on the bottom here for the spiritual union, but, so the card that came out as a clarifier is light and hope. So, she's holding, it's hard to see if it's a shell or, just her hand, but there's light coming, right, as she reaches for it. So she's hearing, pay attention to your team of light, and rather than accepting this trapped in fear and worried about showing yourself, keep in the light, right? Just try and be a beacon in light. And coming in with this spiritual union here, you need to be a light for balancing out your energies as well. Okay. I'm going to pull in a little zombie tarot at this point as well. Just for, let's see if the tarot, any advice that the tarot has for us in a situation that we're currently looking at the board. So one I've got here is the Five of Cups. They're sitting in, the graveyard, crying, very real, very alive, their loss very new. And in the background, you've got zombies walking around the graveyard. Tell me about the Five of Cups. What's your advice, Spirit? Five of Cups. Oh yeah, and they're so, maybe a warning as well, and I've never noticed this before, but they're so engulfed in their grief and, their fleshy grief and their feelings that they're not even paying attention to the zombie lurking here that, could strike at any moment. So I think the message here is try, yes, we all have to experience our grief. We all have to experience our grief, but try not to wallow in it too much. Let choose this if we're feeling loss, and if we're feeling it in our foundation, like if this loss has shook up our foundation. Accelerated emotion is one of the cards that's come up, so maybe, feel it. Allow it to come, feel out in the cold, feel heartbroken, feel the loss, but don't wallow in it too long, or else the zombie's gonna get your brains. Judgment. And I love this card, right? Because here's all the zombies and the nukes are coming in. We're gonna take you down, right? A decision maybe has been made about the Five of Cups, and it's your judgment call to press fire, right? the whatever decisions that you're working on regarding whatever loss that we've experienced here. It's, you have to hit the kill switch, right? You're the one that either says, you know what, this is gonna go, or no, this is not. And we've got the Page of Hazards, which in a lot of them is the Page of Pentacles. So somebody with the Judgment and feeling out of cold, and this is definitely a bit like a love reading, but this could be your family, this could be so many things that you any connection that you have coming to you or that you have in your life, but wanting to, you're waiting for the mail, right? Still holding the newspaper, still really wanting to stay grounded in this, and you could be waiting for news, waiting for the mailman, but I believe this one, let's just get it clarified. Check that out. Sorry, not clarifying that. I really like the Zombie Tarot. Basically, I'll show you. But it is like this little box, and when you open it up, I'll try. You know, it's like ammunition, right? So it's kind of cool, rather than, it's just ammunition, right? What are we going to be bringing here? So the Page of Hazards, let's see what this little zombie book is. I suggest to, if you're looking to get into tarot, I like the messages, the way that this book presents them as, right, if you're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, you don't have time to like, oh my gosh, what does this mean? The book's pretty clear. So if that's something you're like thinking about getting into, oh, I love the Zombie Tarot. So, Page of Hazards. Okay, so this is also about new beginnings. So for some of you, the Five of Cups, we've been led to feeling out in the cold, we're grieving, but we can't stay there too long. We have to make up our mind, figure out the Judgment. What are we going to do, right? Are we going to let them walk around, wallow in it, or are we going to, hit it, kill it, and new beginnings? So this is about responsibilities, determination. The Page of Hazards is too cute to resist. Plus, he's giving out killer stock tips. His arrival in the spread is clue to a new beginning. Look for opportunities involving money or education. Just be sure you're not too shackled to your current career or material possessions. Leave yourself the opportunity to lurch in new directions. So this kid's still stuck at the mailbox. Or if we look out there too, right? He's there for a reason, because somebody is a freshly eaten person, or fresh, not even zombie yet, we're not sure, but we've got the arm sticking out here, right? It's almost like they tagged him here. You can't go too far, you can't eat anybody, you're safe. But new beginnings, don't shackle yourself so to to this home or to this idea of being in one place. Allow yourself, when you're looking at this Judgment, don't give yourself another feeling of trappedness. Okay, thank you. Okay, the Tower has popped out as well. And what I love about this Tower is that it's not so crazy everywhere, but it's like these people are unsuspecting, right? They are in here chilling out, playing, right? They're all enjoying their time in their apartment, and next thing you know, the zombies friggin' enter. Things are going to get shaked up, things are going to move, energy's going to change. Some people are going to become zombies, other people are going to get gone. And what do we do here? I'm going to leave that there. Okay, so the Tower is a disruption. Let's see, one more about the Tower, please, because there's something, Judgment's coming in, right? There's Judgment coming in, something, maybe a new beginning, grounded, but it may start with a Tower, or it's going to create a Tower. So the Queen of Wands and the Sun. So maybe to this woman, this Queen of Wands, the nurse, the help, she is so determined in her goal to help you that even when she's missing an arm, she's dead, right? She's a zombie, but there's so much determination here. She's going to help you even if it means her own demise. And then the best card, and I love this card, it's the Sun, right? This may have been happening for a really long time. whatever you've been going through. But rest assured that reinforcements are on the way. Your helicopter is coming. If you've been one of the lucky ones in the tower to get up to the rooftop and wait it out and lock those zombies out, you've got, you know, the military or whoever this is, this big yellow helicopter, it's coming to get you. I just want to do one more clarifier though on the Queen of Wands. What's the Queen of Wands about in this tower? This could even be maybe just try not to get in your own way either, right? You know, because you still need to be able to take care of yourself here. Queen of Wands, Spirit.